It got cold. Cold, 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 cold. Goldy, 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 gold. Still a little bit of sunlight out there. What the heck am I doing going home already? The times of the year are changing. Get our camera angle just right. Oh man. So we're just gonna pedal nice and easy. Oh, almost forgot to put on my shades. My shades. My non-tinted clear shades. So apparently I create these little hot topics sometimes when I'm talking, and I think I did so with my last video. I don't honestly even remember what I said, but I talked about religion, and I had some guys that commented regarding my comments on religion and paying tithe as a way of getting to heaven. And the thing about it is, it's not a universal statement, because I am fully aware that not every religion is like the religion that I'm most familiar with, which happens to be Mormonism, or the Mormons, the Latter-day Saints, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Now, with all that being said, you might have the question, well, why are you so familiar with the Mormons, Scrag? Well, because I used to be one. In a time not so long ago in the galaxy, right here and now, I was one of those card-carrying momos. Why aren't you a Mormon anymore, Scrag? Well, because I woke the fuck up. And I realized that the church is not what it claims to be, not what it seems to be. And of course, to each their own, I say. If it works for you, it works for you. But one of the things that the Mormons do really well is they change their church history, and they teach their version of the church history, and only their version. So when you grow up in it, you get this look of, or this outlook of the religion from a completely biased source. Because of course, they're not going to tell you all the little things about it that are just fucking insane and crazy, right? But when you get old enough to decide for yourself and do a little research and figure some things out that had anyone told you in any of the previous years that, oh no, yeah, this stuff is real, we really believe this, or yeah, this stuff really happened like this, you would go, whoa, 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 whoa. Back the fuck up. You expect me to believe that and still believe that this is the one true church? Nah. You gotta be out of your mind. And that's my exit from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in a nutshell. I grew up not Mormon, in a not Mormon-centric environment, but I did have a lot of Mormon friends. It just so happened to be that I lived across the street from a couple and around the corner from a couple who were all about my age, and we were best friends growing up. So I was somewhat involved in the Mormon church early on in my youth. Not involved in the sense that I went to church, but that the scouting program that I was part of was actually run by the Mormon church. And all the leaders were Mormons. So for a long time, a lot of my influences were Mormon leaders who also just so happened to be Mormons. So when we'd go on campouts and things like that, naturally, they would bring some kind of a scriptural reference to it. And because the household that I grew up in was not really religious in any way, my parents were pretty basic as far as religious beliefs go. I actually think my dad was agnostic. He never said so to me, but that's what I believe. And my mom, at the time growing up, would have been like Baptist, but she didn't go to church. So the only rule in my household was believe in Jesus Christ and believe in God, but no like doctrinal, rules or anything like that. So here I am, a young man growing up with lots of friends who were LDS, going to events held in LDS chapels, or being kind of groomed by LDS leaders in the scouting program. And so I had kind of this G-rated, PG-rated version of the church given to me by my friends and the leaders. Never once did they ever make it seem like there was anything funky about the church or the religion. So as time went on, I got older. I met a girl, my wife, who also happened to be, wait for it, Mormon. And we fell in love, and one thing led to another. Next thing you know, I'm a Mormon. Now I'm going to Mormon church, and I'm following the Mormon doctrine. And a few years goes by, and this really, really strange law is being passed in California called Proposition 8. Well, at the time, I didn't really care what Proposition 8 was about because, well, it's in California. And by this time, I'm living in Utah. But something happens. the Mormon church starts asking people to donate. Doesn't matter if you live in California or not. Donate to it. Donate to this Yes on Prop 8 fund. And I thought, that's kind of interesting. Here you got a religious power using its religious influence to try and change state law. Now, you may or may not agree with that. But at my core, I'm a freedom-loving American before anything. And that kind of spurred me to be angry. To think, you know, I love my church, I love my religion, but there's something not right about this. So I began to question things. And as I questioned things, I began researching things. And as I researched things, I began to find some of the ugly truths that is the real history of the Mormon church. Now, a lot of people will say, well, no religion's perfect. Every religion has its issues. And I say, you're right. Every religion does have its issues. However, the Mormons specifically go out of their way to hide these truths, to erase them from their doctrinal history, to make them not seem like they ever believed them. And that to me smells of deception. And what is deception? It's a lie. And what are lies? They are the things of the devil. And if you believe in the devil, then it's pretty cut dry, right? Nothing unclean, untrue can come from God. So if you boil it down to its basic fundamental level, if the church has ever told an untruth, then it's not of God. And my friends, that's as simple as it is. Now, we could go even deeper into this, but I think it's already gone long enough. And maybe someday I will expand the story and give you some specifics. But let me simply say that whenever I talk about religion, I'm generally coming at it as an anti-Mormon, because it was Mormonism that turned me anti-religious. And that's it. That's the story in a nutshell.